Guys, Vegan Slave is live, and I'm going to do a quick recap of this because it just popped up now. He's talking, so I wanna do a reaction video to Vegan Slave's video. He's doing some debate here. Come debate me, bro. Asmondgold versus Vegan Gains. Okay.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of You're Wrong and I'm Always Right.
And you're not always right. You're just people believe whatever you tell them. You haven't really proved that you're right, and you don't know that you're right because you're not born with knowledge. You are born with instincts to survive. You don't know anything, and I don't care if you say you read them in a book. It's made by man, and man doesn't know anything. Everything's based on their experience, and even their experiences can fool them.
And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Asmondgold. For those of you who don't know Asmondgold, he's a Twitch streamer. He mostly plays video games and reacts.
Yes, we know who he is.
Stuff on his streams, recently he made a reaction to Sunny V2's video about vegan booty, and he made some incredibly stupid, ignorant, and hypocritical statements.
No, he didn't. He gave his opinion. That's what he did.
Criticizing veganism, and in typical fashion, I'm going to explain why
No, he gave his opinion because that's all he can do as a human being, give an opinion, and if it was based on experience, then he can add some of his experiences on it. That's about it.
Everything he said is dumb.
Yummy? Yeah, that's just the way it is, right? I mean, I think this kind of stuff is, it's very common. And I think that the reason why, again, is that these people, they do this because they live such boring, privileged lives that they...
Yeah, that's true. They have nothing better to do. They don't want to work. They don't want to work, get a real job, because they don't want to be a slave. That's why. They figured out, well, why should I be a slave? I'm just going to make a YouTube channel and, I'm going to go out there and scream and yell and pretend. They're not going to make a dent in the world. There's like, 9 billion people out there in the world. They're not going to make a dent. This whole vegan thing is just bullshit. It's just another cult or religion. And nobody really cares about these religions or cults. Everything's based on enslaving you to something. They're enslaving you. Go to your slave food, grow up, go to your slave job, your slave parents, wear your slave clothes, and go to your slave job, get your slave wage, then go to your slave store and they sell you the slave food so they can steal your money. And then eventually when the slave dies, they steal everything that you have. The whole point is to steal your money. That's why you see currency, it's fluctuating up and down. It's to steal your money. They know you're going away on vacation. They keep fluctuating it. Why do they do that? Are you playing the stock market? No. But how come it doesn't stay steady at one price? Because it's to steal your slave money. They know when look at the high seasons, low seasons, how it's moving up and down. Everything is made to steal your money, man. That's all it is. Everything. The food that you buy, the taxes, everything. You're being taxed, income tax. They're taxing you on everything you buy. It's just never-ending slave robbery. Get it?
They need to find a cause to make the...
I agree with him, yes. They know that meat is healthy and so is fish, because just like Unnatural Vegan just said in her video, she just popped up a few minutes ago, she even admitted in that video, she said, I don't care if meat is healthy and fish is healthy, even though there was a report that fish is healthy. Well, she admitted that they're both healthy. You understand me? But before, she tried to commit terrorism by telling you that meat will cause you cancer, when in fact, meat doesn't cause you cancer. It's the plant toxins that they poured on the meat called nitrates. It's the nitrates, but she doesn't want to tell you it's the nitrates on the meat that's causing these problems. Now, fish, I've never seen any nitrates on fish. They don't put nitrates on fish, and I don't even know. Maybe they don't. But people usually eat fresh fish, right? So there's no nitrates on it. So how can it be not healthy for you? And then there was a report it's healthy. Of course it is. When they're checking this meat and everything, are they checking for the nitrates that are on it? You understand me? That's why people are getting sick. The meat itself doesn't have any toxins or sugar or anything in it. It's highly nutrients. Nutrients can't cause cancer. What are you talking about? That's what your cells live off of, nutrients. There's no deficiency in meat or seafood.
Themselves, it's like to alleviate themselves of the guilt of their life. That's...
If they wanted to save the planet, why don't they just die? Or stop creating these fake farms, these fake engineered fake farms, and let the animals roam the forest and the planet like it naturally was. That's saving the planet. Let it be the way it was naturally, like before, all the time. And we went out there and we hunted. We can hunt for our own game, get it? Because we are carnivores. We eat meat. Anything else that we eat is called a diet. It's called a diet because it's fake. It's man-made. Diet, the word diet is fake. It's man-made. We are eating fake food that we created. It's manipulated, created, from forests and things that we're putting there. It's made on farms. It's fake. It's fake. And when you eat it, you're breaking the laws of nature and you're destroying yourself. Yes.
It's the real reason. It's not about veganism or any other issue. It's something that's internal. If you want to
That's why she calls herself Vegan Booty.
figure out why most people are protesters for certain issues,
yes,
and why people care a lot about a certain issue, stop thinking about the issue and start thinking about them.
So Asmondgold is claiming that people like that vegan booty are only doing animal rights activism because they're overly privileged.
That's right. They're spoiled. They're spoiled and overly privileged. That's what they are. And for all I know, she may be cheating. She's not a vegan. She probably eats meat or drinks milk or whatever.
Have nothing better to do.
Because vegan diets are associated with low nitrogen balance, which means catabolic, which means scurvy. Yeah, that's why the vegan compilations are out there, all these vegans dropping off. It's allocating resources. That's why their hair's falling off, their nails, their teeth are falling out due to what? Scurvy. Scurvy does exist in the 21st century. It's called vegan diet. Now, on a meat and fish diet, guess what? You're in positive nitrogen balance all the time. Get it? You're anabolic. Yeah, man. You see that? That's the difference. So you're not going to get any scurvy. You're not going to get any of these problems like these vegans, like him. He has problems. Richard has problems because he's falling apart. He's deteriorating faster than he's aging. He doesn't realize it. Wait till he hits 40. I'm 57, but wait till he hasn't even hit 40 yet. He's not even at 57 or 50 or in his 40s. I don't even know where he is. He's like what? I think in his late 20s or early 30s or somewhere around there. Just wait till he hits 40. That's when it's going to all start hitting home.
And they're trying to make up for some kind of internal guilt. Well, that is nothing.
I don't know about internal guilt. I just think they have nothing better to do, man. They're privileged. They're spoiled brats, spoiled children, spoiled kids.
But a baseless accusation and a person.
No, it's not. She comes off that way. She comes off that way. Just like when people say, "Oh, look at that guy. He has a great personality." What are they basing it on? Oh, look how pretty and handsome his face is. Oh, so they base your personality on the way you look. They can judge you by the way you look because you look a certain way. You must be that way, right?
Personal attack. That says nothing about the value and importance of the activism that she is doing. There are many people who are involved in social justice movements, who are involved in...
They don't exist. Social justice doesn't exist. You're the cause of the problem. Just stop doing that. Doctor, every time I move my arm up in the air, it hurts. Stop doing that. Oh, that's great. It stopped hurting. Stop doing these things. There isn't any. Stop it, Richard. Stop it.
Charity work, helping the homeless.
You don't need any of that. You don't need any of that. The homeless, this and that. They want to be homeless. There's shelters to go to. There's apartments they can get. There's a room they can rent. They can work just like everybody else. They don't need to be roaming the streets. Okay, Richard?
Who are researching cures for currently uncurable diseases.
There are no diseases. They don't exist. Incurable diseases. They're curable. There's no diseases. Your body would never give you a fucking disease, dude. Your body wouldn't fucking give you a disease. Why would it do that? It's there to keep you alive. They're called adaptations. Every time you poison your body, it's trying to adapt by doing what? Protecting itself. Just like muscles, it protects itself from further assaults by doing what? By repairing and remodeling. That's why a unique feature of untrained muscles, they get stiff and sore the next day due to muscle damage. Get it? So when they get damaged, guess what happens? They repair and remodel stronger. And then the repeat about effect kicks in. So with the repeat about, there's no more muscle damage, right? Because that's the adaptation process. And then it repairs and remodels stronger. It's resilient from further assault. Therefore, during that hypertrophic process, untrained first training satellite cell fusion, hypertrophy, it reached the ceiling limit during hypertrophic process beyond where the satellite cell can donate any more extra nuclei to that domain to support further muscle growth. That's what happens in that map in nuclei, precedes hypertrophy, not lost on detraining. Go to the bottom and you see that map. It says untrained first training satellite cell fusion hypertrophy. Okay, what's a unique feature of untrained muscles? Just type that up in Google. A unique feature of untrained muscles, they get stiff and sore the next day due to muscle damage. What else is a unique feature? Well, unaccustomed and unfamiliar forms get what? Get this damage. Get it? It's based on an adaptation process. So when you go to the gym, you get damaged once, you never get it again. That's why they would not be wrong, these people, when they say, I reached my newbie gains, my genetic limit, my newbie gain, and I'm a hard gainer. You did. You only get muscle once and you never get it again. It's protected from muscle. Now you just get androgen receptor strength, the myocytic androgen receptor controls the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. What controls the mass? It's really easy. The nuclear domain, the myonuclear domain. These nuclei, they synthesize protein. Without them, you can't push that domain no more. Get it? It reached the ceiling limit during the myonuclear domain. It reached ceiling limit during hypertrophic process. So there's nothing going on there, bro. You're getting motor units and androgen receptors for that force production. That's all you're doing. You're slaving yourself in a gym. Just like this stupid diet, you're slaving yourself to something that's toxic. Don't lie, Richard. You know that there's oxalates, arsenic, and cyanide in these fucking plants, all right? And they're sugar, they're drugs. You are a drug addict, and those plants are drugs. And so we're all drug addicts because they've slaved us. These elites have slaved us. We're still slaves to this day to the corporation, to the slave job, the slave wages that they pay, the slave store, and the slave food that they keep feeding us, all right? The elites eat meat, all right? And they wash the nitrates off. They don't eat them with on it. And they eat fish. And they eat all the best food. And they drink clean water, unlike us. Fucking the city water filled with like chemicals and everything. I have like 20 layer filters on my shower and my taps and everything.
Who are probably doing it because they're trying to make up for some kind of
No, man. Again, to be in positive nitrogen balance, you have it's based on protein. Meat protein. Plants are not protein. They are cellulose. They are fiber. You can't digest fiber. So that's another problem. That's why you're shitting all day, farting, belching. You got fucking whatever the fucking acid reflux and all that. Ghrelin and leptin doesn't work on those diets. That's why people get fat. They get humongously fat like you. You're fat. You just don't know it. You don't have any muscle. You may have a force production because you're practicing at getting better at lifting a heavy weight. You've adapted to lifting weights, but your muscles, they adapt by repairing and remodeling after it gets damaged with the first bout. That's why unaccustomed bouts are known to cause what? Muscle damage. It doesn't say training. It doesn't say trained muscles get that. It says trained muscles get sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. That's what you're getting because you eat an artificial diet, fake diets called carbohydrates. They load in the muscle called sarcoplasmic. So sorry about that. I got knocked off. So it's called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Get it? It's an artificial muscle growth. That's what it is. Yeah, that's it really. And you're fat. You're fat. You got some fat cells, triglyceride, and artificial growth.
Personal guilt. They feel like they're privileged and they want to help the homeless who are underprivileged. They may just be doing it for money because it's just a good career choice. That says nothing about the importance of the work they're doing. And furthermore, this kind of personal attack is very hypocritical coming from Asmondgold, since he also cares about animal rights and animal welfare. He has...
Of course he does. Who wouldn't want to? We would still want to care about the things that are going on the planet. But the animals, they're not like humans. They're not the same like us. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they do feel pain. Of course they do. But we're not abusing them. If somebody gets hit with a bullet, they're dead. If an animal gets hit in the brain, it's dead. It didn't suffer or anything. It's dead. It doesn't even know it's dead because it's dead. And things die already. Eventually, they all die on this planet. Everything dies on this planet and is recycled. Look, energy cannot be created and it cannot be destroyed. It's only recycled. It's constantly recycling. That's why, like I said before, when people go on intermittent fasting diets, their hormones go sky high because what is it doing? It's trying to keep you alive. That's why it's sky high fucking hormones. Get it? It's fucking circulating, recycling proteins and energy in your body and your muscles called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy and triglyceride. And so when people take steroids, what happens when they take steroids? Well, when they take steroids, it's the same thing. It thinks that it's starving and it's recycling. It doesn't bypass myonuclear domain. That's why they don't call them muscle building drugs. They call them enhanced performing drugs. They don't build muscles, bro. Satellite cells do, and nuclei.
also uploaded a video where he was talking about animal abuse content being uploaded to TikTok and YouTube and criticizing people for doing this.
Them surrounding their ducklings with crabs, then force their baby monkey Bonbon to rescue the duckling, and I'm pretty sure they just straight up killed all of the crabs. And by rescuing, I mean have their monkey Bonbon grab the duckling by its beak and then run away from a giant, badly CGI'd crab carrying the duckling by its neck. Or this one scene where
Jesus!
they wanted to fake this little duckling being born out of an egg. Of course, they didn't want to go through the actual effort or time of filming
Waiting
the duckling
to hatch,
being born,
yeah.
because then they'd miss out on an opportunity to commit animal abuse, which is clearly their passion in life. So what they did.
Of course, they just make a few videos or a few stuff. They try to go, look. They try to spread some it's really terror they're spreading, which is a criminal act to spread terror, to terrorize people and make them, like, terrorize them not to eat things that are healthy for them, and then they go eat unhealthy foods called plants and drugs, these sugar drugs and toxins, which is unhealthy, causing diseases, causing these so-called metabolic disturbances he calls diseases that don't exist actually. They only exist when you're poisoning yourself. Just like I said about the colonists, they poisoned the Indians with alcohol, these plant foods, with fruits, vegetables, and alcohol and stuff and whatever, because plants are drugs and all drugs are made from plants. And then the Indians turned around and said, hey, you tried to genocide us by poisoning us. And so they came and they started attacking the fucking colonists. They try to make it think as if the colonists, they spread their diseases. Your diseases are not pests. Your body creates metabolic disturbances. That's why you're sick. But when you don't break the law of nature and you stay on your natural food called carnivore meat, you never get sick. You notice that you never are sick. You don't need a dentist, a doctor, nothing. You don't get a cold, not even a cough, nothing, a sniffle, nothing.
Well, they grabbed some eggshell and they rammed this duckling's beak through it.
Holy shit, this is funny, man.
And there are so many more scenes like this that I just don't want to expose you guys to.
I'm gonna be honest, going into this video, I was like, okay, it's like some fish in like a pond that's not really that deep. This is obviously stupid, but it seems like it's irresponsible and like I can write this off. But man, this is crazy. What the?
It is crazy. It is crazy. I've seen worse by vegans.
The fuck?
So, as you just saw, Asmondgold was shocked and appalled by seeing a baby duckling go through.
No, he was shocked and appalled that vegans, these crazy vegans, would do that. These terrorists called vegans would do this stuff to terrorize people, to fake a belief, to put a belief in their head, to brainwash them that these so-called animals are being abused.
What is relatively speaking.
Why would they be abused if we're going to eat them? Why would we abuse them? What would be the purpose behind it? Are we all sadistic? Are you saying every single human being on this planet and the meat industry is sadistic? Okay, so that's like saying the plant industry, which these fake farms, which don't exist in nature, they're man-made, which is destroying the planet and the habitat of all the animals. Are you denying that? Are you denying glyphosates? Are you denying pesticides, herbicides, fungicides being sprayed and going into the air and the water and everything, and them killing animal life on these, they've killed animal life. They've taken away their homes by creating these fake farms which do not exist out in nature. The only thing that exists in nature are forests, and they've cut the forests down to make what? To make room for these fake cities that we live in, these fake cities, and your fake lifestyle that you live, Vegan Gains, and so that you can talk on this stupid podcast about bullshit that doesn't exist in nature, because none of this stuff would ever exist in nature. It only exists in your fantasy world, in your fantasy brain. You understand me? It only exists in your little world. And so that you can get somebody to pay your rent at the top up there, $500 every day, which is not bad. That's a smart idea. Robbing people of $500 every day to pay your rent. Your rent has already been paid, though. It's been met. Do you need it $500 every day? That's a lot. How much is your rent? $100,000 a month. But whatever, man. This is all hilarious. What does Vegan Gains really care about? You sending your money to him and paying his $500 rent. Does he really care about veganism? And he may not even be vegan. He may be a fake vegan for all I know. I'm just saying, this is a reaction video, bro. I'm just giving my true opinions, and a lot of it's based on some of my experience, and some whatever reaction stuff.
Speaking fairly mild animal abuse. Now, what if I told you?
Yeah, that's animal abuse by those vegans. That's a crime they're committing.
There are 12 million ducks and over 200 million chickens and other birds being murdered each day. Every single day for our food choices, and these animals are going through far worse abuse than that baby duckling until they're finally sent to a slaughterhouse where they have their throat slit open. So
they were sent to a slaughterhouse to have their throats slit open. Well, that's kind of the way, I guess that's the way we have to have them. We can't wait for them to die because they'll be deficient in nutrients. That's why. And there's so many people to feed on the planet, unfortunately. You happen to be one of them. But yeah, there's so many people. And if you're deficient in any nutrient, you're going to die. You're going to die of scurvy. You're going to die, called vegan diet. That's why they have vegan compilations. They're so popular. They're dying of scurvy in 2024. Amazing, isn't it? In 21st century.
If you are concerned with this...
Vegan diets are associated with negative nitrogen balance. Now, meat diets, us carnivores who eat meat, us carnivores, all of us, we're all carnivores, right? That carnivore is not a diet. We are carnivores, so we eat meat. Anything that we eat outside that is called a diet. Anything fake, man-made, or whatever, manipulated.
Little baby duckling being abused. I don't know how you couldn't be concerned with the...
Unfortunately, vegan, not everybody has time to go out there and hunt because they're doing other jobs. So everybody has allocated the job. These are the hunters. There's hunters that go out there, they hunt these ducks, and then they bring them into this plant. The plant processes it or whatever, cleans it up, and then they package it and send it out for people to eat who are like you. You're sitting there in your basement. You're not hunting, are you? Why don't you go hunt then and go hunt for your food? How about this, vegan? I'll tell you what. How about we close all these man-made fake farms, right? And you want to let the animals loose? Okay, let them go in the forest. Now, where's all your veganism? Oh, it's gone. It doesn't exist. Oh, there's only animals in the forest. Wow. The domesticated animals have gone back to the forest and turned back to normal. Oh, guess what? I guess we're only going to hunt for animal meat now because there isn't anything to eat that's vegan because the farms have closed, these fake farms. Oops, there you go.
Hundreds.
I just proved we're a carnivore because farms never existed. Hello.
Of millions of...
And it's contributing to all the health problems that people suffer. Their teeth, doctors, pharmacies, health food stores, everything else they're suffering from is because they're eating this not just seasonally, they're eating it all year round, the imports, and getting poisoned all year round.
Other birds who are getting tortured and murdered every single day in the food industry. And
okay, so if you don't, they're getting tortured every day in the food industry. They're getting killed. They're getting killed every day, vegan gains. That's what they're doing, so people can consume them. Do you want us to eat them alive? Vegan, do you want us to eat the ducks and the chickens alive or whatever they're eating there? You want us to eat the cows alive? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that you don't want to kill them first humanely so that we can eat them? You want us to eat them alive? Oh, okay. I had no fucking clue, dude. Fuck, why didn't you fucking say so, man?
You know, if somebody with the same sensibilities that you have, who have care and compassion for animals, found out...
I do. You obviously fucking don't, because I just told you. You want us to fucking eat them alive? Or do you want them to kill them for us so that they don't suffer while we eat them fucking alive, dude?
Out about this, you might imagine...
Did you forget about that? Look at this. She's fucking nasty. She's committing a terrorist act in the mall here. She's terrorizing people, scaring them.
They might start actually doing animal activism like
This isn't activism. This is terrorism. There's a difference, you fool.
Vegan Booty Tash Peterson.
She's a cunt. She's a bitch, man. She needs to be hauled out of there.
So when Asmondgold claims people like Vegan Booty are overly privileged...
She is overly privileged. She needs a spanking. She needs to take her bullshit somewhere else.
Have nothing better to do.
There is no animals that are in that glass window that are suffering. I don't see fucking one. Fucking show me one fucking animal in that fucking whatever, that meat shop that is suffering. Because I don't see any. It looks dead to me, motherfucker. Looks fucking dead, dude. That's fucking right. All right? I don't see anybody eating a fucking animal live, okay? Alive. Fuck off.
Or trying to make up for some kind of guilt. That is clearly projection.
No, you're fucking projecting. No, you're fucking projecting. That's
the one who's overly privileged. You're the one.
No, you're overly privileged. I know your life thing, your whole story about fucking ice hockey and all this fucking bullshit. You grew up in a privileged family or whatever. You're privileged, dude. You don't even have a job. You're a young guy. You never worked. You just sit there collecting money, pay my rent. So who the fuck is really privileged? You have a lot of time on your hands. People are busy working. You think they're online watching your videos all day, hanging around here? Like, seriously, listening to you and spewing bullshit about vegan diets and stupid shit?
One with nothing better to do.
Shit that doesn't exist. It's fake. Vegans, fake. It's made up. Doesn't exist.
And you're the one who's trying to offload guilt. The reality is, you make money by just playing video games and reacting to YouTube videos.
Oh my God, that's what Vegan Gains does. Christ, man, he just admitted to it. He's admitting to exactly what he does.
And you probably make a little too much money doing that. You don't.
And that's what you do, playing games on this thing right now. You're doing this and pay my rent.
Do anything all day. You don't even take care of yourself. This guy has had to get most of his teeth replaced because he was eating sugary drinks all day and not.
Yeah, he's eating plant drugs, unfortunately, because he's a slave like everybody else. He doesn't know any better. He's been slave to it. It's a drug. Plants are drugs, man. Fuck. What part do you not understand? Like, I don't understand you. Like I said before in my other video, it's kind of obvious you're trying to convince people of something because you're just confirming fake beliefs. Maybe that's how you make your money.
Brushing, you don't clean, you...
Remember, it's easier to fool people than to tell them they've been fooled. So why would you explain to them that they've been fooled? It's easier to fool them. So might as well confirm their fake beliefs, right? If you get a strong guy, you get a big guy. If you eat a vegan diet, you're gonna save the planet. You're not saving any planet. You're not saving anybody. The planet doesn't need saving. It's been here for billions of years. You need saving from yourself.
Just live surrounded by garbage. And again, even when you complain about things like animal abuse, you do nothing about it. You even contribute to the problem by buying animal products and paying people to abuse and murder animals.
Where is he paying? Where are we paying people to abuse and whatever? We are not eating the animals alive. They're dead. They're not abused. They're dead. What are you talking about?
So that
we are being abused.
A vegan activist.
Man, you want to know who's abused? We are. You are abusing the children, feeding them a toxic plant diet, a slave diet, a prisoner slave diet. We feed bread and water to prisoners and rice and stuff and noodles and shit and shitty food. We give them to slaves and prisoners. Why are you eating it, Vegan Gains? Are you a prisoner? Are you a slave?
Who's healthy, takes care of themselves, eats well, exercises.
Healthy? She's been eating meat all her life. Her parents been feeding her the best food, it looks like. Look at her, the way she looks, a beast. She's been eating the best food. This ain't plants, that's for sure. You understand me, man? And then meanwhile, she's like telling you to go eat plants and everything. Meanwhile, she's fucking laughing at you. She's from a rich family. She's a snob. She's fucking drinking milk, eating cheese, yogurt, and fucking meat and duck and fish and a bunch of other stuff. For all I know, she's probably eats a lot of fish, like salmon or some shit.
Sizes and actually goes out and does animal activism to advocate for the...
Can you prove any of this, that she's not lying and she's making it up? I can't really particularly. I'm just giving my opinion. It's a possibility. I don't know. Do you know? You don't know. You just see her walking around with a mask and this cape. How do you know she's not eating these fucking animal products at home? And this is just a gimmick like what you're doing right now, a gimmick online to make money.
Animals that you supposedly care about, you try to off.
You think she has time to protest and do this if she's working? No, she's not working. But she's working for, yeah, she is working. She's working to make money through this vegan booty, whatever it is that she's doing. So that's why she puts effort into it. because she's getting paid. Just like you are getting paid on your channel. You call it Vegan Gains. You're getting paid to do this because I don't see you have a normal job. You have a gym down there in your basement. What's going on here, dude?
Offload that guilt by making personal attacks against vegan activists like Tash Peterson Vegan Booty.
Where do you draw the line? You can't eat insects
He's not making personal attacks. He's just giving his opinion.
either because they're alive. Well, new studies show plants feel pain, so can we eat plants? The reason
I don't know anything about plants. The farms don't exist. Never mind pain. I'm paying for plants, and farms don't exist. Farms, they don't exist, dude.
why
They only exist when man destroys the planet.
these people care about eating animals is because they think animals are cute.
No, she doesn't think anything about the animals. She's just thinking about herself, making money. That's why she does it, really. She does this for the money because she doesn't have a job. This is her job. So if this is her job, she's making money off of it. So why not rant and scream and feed into the fake beliefs of some crazy people that are easily brainwashed? You know that?
That's the reason why.
Remember, there's a market for everything out there. That's why they call it vegan, this vegan thing. They call it vegan. And then there's a cult out there, and they recruit these people, make them into vegans too. It's like a religion, and then they donate money to your channel, to you. They support you. The more people that you can enslave as a vegan slave, you can enslave, the more money you'll get. The more people you enslave to watch your videos, the more money you get on your channel, right, dude? And Mr. Vegan Gains there, right, dude?
There's an emotional attachment to it. That's why the people that complain about it.
No. Everything is to enslave people. Dude, I'm going to explain this. Everything is made to enslave people. That's what. That's how you scam people. You enslave them to scam them. They've enslaved you. You're carrying a cell phone all the time. It's with you 24/7. Everywhere you go, you miss your cell phone. You need it all the time because they've enslaved you to the cell phone. You can't leave home without it. Remember the old commercial about credit? What was it? American Express card? Don't leave home without it because they've enslaved you to credit cards. They've enslaved you to credit cards, to eat fake food, to go to fake schools, which you don't need. You don't need any of these things, man. You don't need anything on this planet other than hunting skills and going out there killing an animal and eating it and enjoying nature. But you wanna live in drama in this fake world doing crazy shit.
Eating animals mainly complain about eating the cute animals. Now, plants aren't cute in the same way that animals are, so there's not
the cute animals. Yeah, they don't want to eat the cute animals. Okay.
Not as much negativity for them.
Okay, so first of all, plants can't feel pain.
All their cats and dogs are eating animals, but they're not complaining. They're healthy, these cats and dogs, unless they start feeding them something, man-made. It's going to make them sick.
Moron, they're not sentient. They don't have a brain, nervous system, nerve ganglion, nociceptors.
No, they have nerves, they have pain and everything, but we don't eat them alive, vegan gains, or Richard, we don't eat them alive.
Or any requisite structures that would be required to have any conscious experience. And I also know you're not that stupid. You don't actually believe plants can feel pain, and you're just lying.
He's making a joke. He's giving an opinion, like you keep saying about these cows or animals or whatever. They're feeling pain. They're not being abused. They're being killed for sure. Well, yeah, you can call it slaughter. It's the slaughterhouse. They're dead. We're not eating them alive.
Otherwise, you'd be making completely contradictory moral statements. On one hand, you're claiming it's wrong to abuse sentient beings like animals, but on the other hand, you seem to be perfectly fine with abusing sentient plants. Why don't you have a problem with people chopping up vegetables or boiling potatoes? Wouldn't that be torturing them? Is it suddenly...
They don't exist, Richard. Farms are fake. They don't exist. They're fake. I don't care about these plants. I don't give a shit about them.
Okay to torture sentient beings? Wouldn't that mean it would be okay to torture animals too? Then why are you complaining about it? If I were to knock you unconscious by throwing a potato at your head, should everybody...
That would be violence. And why would you do that exactly? For what purpose?
Ask if the potato's okay? Because...
Why is your estrogen so high? Because that's what fake diets do. They increase your estrogen. And you're kind of starving.
It just suffered blunt force trauma.
I saw this video recently. People, the vegan people, they're always starving. I'm starving. I'm starving. I'm hungry. I'm starving. Why are they starving?
Should the potato be rushed to the hospital? You're full of shit, you're lying, and again, if you're the one who's making fun of veganism for being so stupid, you don't look too bright by making such stupid fucking claims. And lastly, vegans
No, he's just giving his opinion.
don't just care about animals because they're
And I think he's using some facts too, definitely.
cute. We care about animals
Why are you so upset that something is fake? Why are you trying to make something fake real, which is fucking weird?
because they share the same traits as human beings. They're sentient, they have conscious
Again, what about these animals? Fucking, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to let them go free in the forest? Okay, I have a trade-off for you. We let them go free in the forest, okay? And therefore, these farms, they don't exist anymore. Your plant farms, they're shut down. We have to shut down all farms. We shut down all animal farms and plant farms. That's what we do. And we go back the way we were previously when we were hunting in the forest. So let the animals all go. Your vegan fake thing, gone. Gone in the toilet. Does not exist out there. The only thing that exists are those trees, the forest, and those animals. Now, if you want to go eat the leaves off the tree, the bushes and stuff, you go ahead and do that, and you find out quickly what's going to do to you.
experiences. They can experience suffering, pain, but they can also experience well-being. They can feel.
That's what they're experiencing. They're experiencing well-being to the point when they get killed. And it's usually, I've already seen it, how they do it with cattle. They go through this thing and it's a pong. It injects them in the brain and they're dead. They're dead automatically. Unless, of course, you want us to eat them alive so that we torture them, eating them alive, which is, that would be heinous.
Pleasure, happiness, and love, just like we can.
Yeah, they do. And to the point when their life is over. Their life, it doesn't matter when you die, Richard. You could die today or tomorrow. You're going to die. But when you do die, you're not going to know that you're dead because you'll be dead. It'll happen so quickly. Were you abused, Richard? Were you abused when you died? Let's say you died, you fell down and you hit your head. Were you abused when you fell down, hit your head and died? It was instantaneously. The coroner said that your death was instantaneous. Did you suffer because you fell on the floor and hit your head and died instantaneously? Did you suffer? What the fuck are you talking about?
And if vegans only cared about the cute animals, trust me, you'd be dead. And I would like to...
No, you'd be dead. No.
...to invite Asmondgold...
Vegans would be dead.
...to debate me on the ethical principles of veganism. This seems to be a topic that he's interested in since he's gone out of his way to react to, videos about...
I just love when people are trying to convince people that something fake is real. Like, steroids actually build muscles. Well, if steroids could actually build muscles, well, guess what? Everybody would just take a little bit of it, build the muscles, and bam, they would be cool. It would remodel these muscles with real muscle fibers. It would get the progenitor to donate its nuclei to support further muscle growth. Yeah, which it doesn't do that. In an adaptation, it could augment it, definitely, help with that. You know what I mean? How should I put it? Enhance the proliferation probably of the satellite cell, like it says in science. But it doesn't say that steroids build muscles. That's why scientists state that it does not build muscles, but it will help increase energy in the sarcoplasm, which gives the appearance that you have muscles in the sarcoplasm, increasing sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. There are different types of hypertrophy. There's myofibrillar hypertrophy and there's sarcoplasmic. You get it, man? And then there's inflammatory response. You going to the gym now, even though you're adapted, you're just inflaming your muscles, walking around with inflamed muscles, constantly doing that, pretending you're big. And then you're eating an artificial diet, gaining weight, getting fat, sarcoplasmic, glycogen, and then claiming that I'm a big, strong guy, when in fact, you're just got better at lifting something and you're not really physically strong because you didn't build any muscle, because muscle has an MND size limit, bro. Get it? Yeah.
Veganism. He's criticized veganism and vegan activists. So if you're willing to talk about us, criticize veganism, talk shit about us, I don't see why you wouldn't want.
No, he's not. He's just giving his honest opinion that this fucking shit really has to end. The bullshit really has to end, dude. But of course, I mean, you have to sell it. You're selling it, so You have to make this video because that's what you're doing, confirming fake beliefs and selling something fake to people, because that's how you con them, by selling them something fake that they don't need. Do they need to eat plants? Do humans need to eat plants? No. Is meat deficient or fish deficient in any nutrients? No. See what I mean? It's not deficient in anything. If anything, plants, you can't absorb, they're not bioavailable. You can't digest cellulose. You shit all the time. When your hydrochloric acid is working properly in your stomach, you as a carnivore, and you're just eating meat, you'll notice that it just dissolves and you pee a lot. You don't shit a lot because the acid is working. Hydrochloric acid, it doesn't work if it's fucked eating fucking cellulose all day, fiber.
To have a debate, unless you know that you don't have an argument.
Oh, and fructose is associated now, and you report with brain damage, not only dysfunctional mitochondria, what else? DNA damage and a whole wide range of things, and brain damage now. Yeah, fructose.
You're an idiot and you don't know what you're talking about, which...
He's not an idiot. He knows what he's talking about. You aren't... I wouldn't say that you were an idiot. You're just... I don't know. You're one of those people that want to confirm people's fake beliefs because it says on your title there, it says vegan gains. That's what you're selling, veganism. You're selling this fake, imaginary fake thing, diet thing or whatever.
I could understand. Given what you've put out here, that's likely the case. But anyway, I'm easy to reach. You can either message me on Instagram or...
Yeah, eventually I'm going to debate you pretty soon. Yeah, I'm just really busy right now, but I will debate you. I have been putting up videos now on your vegan thing right now, so you can check them out. You can check out my last videos. I'm about to upload them now on Unnatural Vegan, and this one will be uploading next.
At my email, so if you want to debate, just contact.
I just did one previously on you, Richard, so you could check that one out too.
Me. And as always, keep making those vegan gains.
Yes, those vegan sarcoplasmic hypertrophy artificial muscle gains. Yeah, he didn't bypass myonuclear domain size limit. If he stops eating all this fake food, those fake muscles are going to go away and you're going to see what's underneath. Nothing. Just like everybody else, they find out that there's nothing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one. Ciao, my friends. Look, he's going to do a bench press for you. I think these are real plates. I don't know if they're fake or real or whatever.
What a relief! When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us...
One perfect rep. In my prime, I could bench 400 like at least 20 times. That pretty much, I could go almost to 22 actually, or 23 actually at some point. I don't know. So yeah, when I was like 30 years old, I could do this, like 29, 30. I could do it, yeah. I could do it like fucking 22 times. But anyways, all right, friends, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Everybody's benching this, even Alpha Destiny, everybody's benching 400. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.